today. Today's task, we gonna try to color match the bumper with the rims. Now, if you've been watching some of my previous videos, you know we tried to paint the front bumper chrome. We was planning on doing the back bumper chrome. And I know it sounds crazy, and I'm not gonna lie, it didn't come out 100% chrome. As a matter of fact, it's right here. But it did give a nice silverly finish to it. But on that note, you see the rims, and they look real good. I like that color. So I want to paint some of the other pieces on the car that color so it match and don't just look kind of awkward with just the rims like that. So I went to the paint shop. They couldn't color match the paint for me, but then I went ahead and went to Walmart, found this can, and it just so happened to be the same color as the rims. So we're gonna spray this on the bumper. We also got some paint adhesion because these bumpers is known for paint peeling off after you spray it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand this thing down, get it ready, color match it up. If it looks good, I'm gonna go out throughout the car, hit the mirrors, hit some of the door handles and some of the trims, and hopefully it throws this whole car together and make it look like it got that pop. All right, y'all, we about to go ahead and sand this thing down. Right now I have my electric DA sander with 220 grit on there. I'm gonna hit it with this 220 grit first, get it scuffed up, get some of the old clear removed. Then I'm gonna come back and hit it with the wet sand, put some of that primer on there, that adhesion promoter, and we should be ready for paint. This shouldn't be a lengthy job, but you never know how things gonna go with us. The DA sander was sanding it down, but as I was going through it, since we used that cheap chrome spray paint on here that was built for interior, some of the paint is actually just peeling away. Like literally, let me show y'all. So this was some of the clear and some of the paint. So what that is really doing is making so many unlevel pieces on this bumper that I decided to take my grinder wheel with 40 grit on it. And I'm gonna just go at it with this and take it all the way back down to its original state. Looks like this is gonna be a longer project than I thought, but we're gonna get it done. So I'm tuning y'all in on that, and let's make it happen. All right, y'all, so I'm done with the grinder wheel, the 40 grit. Took it real low, took it almost back down to its original state like I want it. Now I just gotta go over it with like a 220 grit to get it a little smoother. Then I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand it and get it ready for primer. But first I got the primer adhesion I'm gonna spray first. But yeah, it's coming along. That took a lot longer than I thought, but y'all didn't have to sit through that, so be thankful. But nah, for real, on a serious note, about to go ahead and move on to this next step. Wish me luck, let's make it happen. And yeah, keep grinding. DA with the 220 grit first. And I'm gonna have to go back over it with my hand because this DA is not gonna get in all the grooves. So we're gonna get to that. Once this is done, I hit it with that wet sand, then we can actually start applying the primer and the adhesion paint and actually get some color on this thing. So let's make it happen, y'all. Done hitting the 220 with the DA. Now I have me some steel wool right here, grade 3. I'm gonna use this to get up in the tight areas that the DA could not reach. The reason why you wanna use this to get in the tight areas is because the paint will not stick on some of these corners and some of these grooves, and you don't want that because it'll peel right up. So I'm gonna take this, hand a lot of the spots, get everything. This is like the final step before I wet sand. After this, wet sand, and we can start painting, y'all. So we moving today, let's get it. I'm going over it with the steel wool. This is almost like the thing you use to scrub your dishes with, just a little stronger. And I just use it in like some of these corners like this, and the areas that I couldn't really hit with the DA, to make sure that it's at least scuffed up so when we put the paint on there it sticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up on this and tune y'all in when I'm cleaning it up, getting it ready for the first coat of the adhesion spray. All right, y'all, so now I'm done with the Now I'm done with the steel wool, and I'm about to get ready to wet sand it, get it as smooth as it could possibly go, and then we'll be ready to apply our first coat of the adhesion spray, and then primer, and then color. I'm gonna keep y'all updated Thanks for rocking with me. Let's get it. All right, y'all. So I'm going with a 400 wet or dry grit. I'm actually gonna do it wet. The reason why I want to do it wet is because it goes over the surface a lot smoother and limit the scratches in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use soap and water to follow along as I sand it and make it happen. I'm gonna tune y'all in the next slide. And let's get to it. I know you probably can't tell in the videos, but it's not as hot as it has been for the past few days. So I'm gonna try to hurry up, finish up with this wet sand, and start getting the paint on there so I have time to let it dry. I don't have no heaters and we don't have no booth or anything here special to avoid the weather and the temperature like that. So just hurry up and get to it, y'all, and make it happen. Sometimes, like on this bumper, you can actually feel the areas that need to be hit heavier because pretty much the wet sandpaper was thick in certain areas. And you want it to be able to slide smoothly over the whole thing. That's when you'll know you got it ready for that first coat of paint. Let's get it. All right, y'all, went ahead and moved the bumper to the backyard, wiped it down, but I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit longer so all the water and everything is out of there. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and take the mirrors off the car, and I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing, but they don't have to be sanded down like that because I'm gonna paint them the same color as the bumper. So I'm gonna tune y'all in on that. Let's get it. Just like that, y'all. Mirrors off. Mind you, these is brand new mirrors I got off eBay for like $15, and they actually have the real classic shape. So if you got a classic car and you need mirrors, I suggest instead of trying to go buy the original expensive mirror, just go on eBay, type in classic mirrors, and you'll see a whole bunch of different variety, different shapes and models. So yeah, about to get these ready. I'm gonna take that next one off. We're gonna make it happen. All right, y'all. So for these mirrors, I don't have to do too much work. I'm just gonna take my steel wool, scuff it up really good, hit it with some of the primer, and it'll be ready for paint. I'm also gonna go ahead and tape the face of the mirror off because I don't wanna get any overspray on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for these. Pretty simple for parts that don't need a lot of sandable work like that bumper did. So I'm gonna tune y'all in on that, and let's make it happen. All right, y'all. Got the mirrors drilled into the wood right there. Got the face of them taped off. Bumper is completely dry. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned off and apply that first coat of paint adhesion and start on the primer and the color, y'all. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Alright, y'all, I just put the first coat of the adhesion promotion on there. You can't really tell because it's a clear coat, but what it does is give everything a nice texture. So when you actually spray the primer or the actual color, it'll stick good to it. Anytime you spraying stuff like chrome parts or metal parts, things like that, they're real slippery and the paint don't often grasp to it. That's why I had to sand it like I did the first time, because we didn't use this the first time. So I'm gonna tune y'all in. When I get ready to apply the primer, I'm gonna put about 2 more coats to this, and yeah, let's get it. All right, y'all, so all the coats of the adhesion paint is done. I'm about to get ready to put my primer on there. Simple, basic primer. Hit about 3 coats on everything. Then we'll be ready to put the actual color on there, y'all. Let's make it happen. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, so I'm done with the primer. Put 3 coats of primer on there. Held up really good. The adhesion actually helped. Stuck to the bumper real good. Now I'm about to actually apply the rose gold on there. I'm just hoping that it looks like rose gold when I put it on there. So I'm gonna tune y'all into that next slide. Let's make it happen. Let's get to it. All right, y'all, so that's the first coat. Mind you, you want to do the first coat extra light. You basically just doing this coat so the next coat could adhere to it a lot better. But it looks like the cap on the can, it looks rose gold, but you're not gonna see the true color until I actually go ahead and put some more coats on it. So we're gonna put about 4 to 5 coats on this bumper, then we're gonna put about 3 coats of clear on the bumper also, just so it lasts long and it has a great shine. I already did the mirrors. They're done, they're ready to go. I still gotta clear them, but other than that, they're looking real good, y'all. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So the 3rd coat is on there. About to get ready to let this dry and go ahead and apply that clear coat. Actually looks pretty good, but I know with the past chrome we sprayed, it's not gonna shine like this after I put the clear on there, but I'm all right with that. Overall, I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs up, y'all. So I'm gonna tune y'all in when I'm putting that clear coat on there. The weather's not looking too good, so I'm gonna put these in the garage, let them dry overnight, put them back on the car, see how that ride looking, y'all. Then, if that's looking good, I'm also gonna come back around and do the door handles too. Let's get it. And I still gotta do the back bumper. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I got my clear mixed up. I'm gonna aim to put about 2 or 3 coats on there. The chrome, the copper, rose gold dried up really good. Everything's looking great. So just get this clear on here before the weather get too cold and it start raining out here. I go ahead and move them in the garage. Let's get it. All right, y'all, first coat of clear on there, looking pretty good. Got a nice little shine to it. We're gonna put about 2 to 3 coats of clear on here so it'll be nice and thick. I'm not gonna buff this bumper out because I think it's gonna look good enough with just the clear. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this, y'all. So let's put the next coat on here, let's get to it. All the coats of clear are done. Came out looking great. It's the color I wanted, has the perfect shine, perfect texture, everything came out good about it. On that note, I'm gonna end this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Please like, please subscribe. By the time I tune y'all in with the next video, I had the bumpers on there because I still gotta come back and do the back bumper and the door handles. Appreciate it, y'all. I'm out. Let's get it.